Hello, Ozhound here for another playthrough, episode 5 of Minecraft 1.9.4, all the mods. As you can see from the last episode to this episode, as per usual, I've done a few hours of work off camera. I'll go through those now. I've moved all my stuff from up here, cleaned it up. Still got to move the chest once I get other areas to move them to. Created an underground level here. As you can see, I've started to access the storage drawers mod. We'll go through that in a minute. Moved my work tables down here. Moved all my power generation, sag mill, alloy smelter, crusher, atomic reconstructor down here. Ran the cables. I have yet to figure out if there's a cable cover option in this mod pack. I don't think there is, so that's going to look pretty ugly until I get something to sort that out. Yes, I cleared this area out, put a door there, put this ladder here. And the storage system. We'll have a look at the storage system. This is quite interesting. It's akin to the Jabba mod, which I prefer over this, but this has some interesting features. You can create different size drawers. You can create 1, 2 and 4. I've just created the 1 and the quad drawers here. Basic drawers 2x2, basic drawers single, and they're just a case of, these are the recipes for them. Look at storage. So yeah, you basically put these together. You can move them and the contents without breaking them by using the tape, packing tape. You right click on the drawer. I haven't used it yet, but I'm assuming you right click on the drawer and it seals it, picks it up like the old Jabba dolly, the trolley for moving around chests and stuff like that. There's various upgrades to upgrade the items, but at this stage this holds 32 by 64 stacks. For the basic drawers, the doubles hold 16 stacks, the quads hold 8 stacks, and then you can get smaller half height ones, half depth ones, which hold half the amount. And there's different types based on what material you use, like birchwood, junglewood, acacia, dark oak. You can also change them as well with the trims. So if I was to build a jungle trim, I could change an oak drawer to a jungle drawer, acacia or dark oak. Haven't checked out the framed drawers yet, but I'm assuming that you need to use a framing table to create the frames. Upgrades, you've got, I've just briefly touched on before, you can upgrade them to hold more contents. This shows the levels that are in there. Void, you can upgrade a drawer to void, so everything you throw in there gets destroyed instantly. Use that with caution. Creative storage upgrade, probably can't build that, nope. Creative vending upgrade, can't build that. Emits a signal for total storage. Not sure what you'd use that for at this stage, but no doubt I'll work it out. And you can lock them as well, so they can't get access. There's a neat feature here, which is the there's a compacting drawer here which you can create and put in, and it operates like a normal drawer. But what you would do, so if you put a gold bars in there, it would come up with a gold bar at the top and then 2 items down the bottom. The left one or the right one, I'm not sure, I haven't used it yet, but there'll be a nugget and the other one will be a block. So you right clicking on whichever of those items you want to draw out, and it creates the block or the nugget from the raw base material in the drawer. So that's an easy way of quickly getting some nuggets or some drawers in a single process, as opposed to withdrawing the bars and then either going to a crafting table to create the block, or using your crafting grid, your personal crafting grid, to create nuggets for any of these items. These are supposed to come up with Walia to show you what the contents of the drawer is, but yeah, for some reason, I've had a look in the config, that seems to be incompatible between the versions that are currently on the Modpack. Don't know if that's going to be fixed. How you interact with these is you can left click will draw out one item, shift left click will draw out a stack, shift double left click will draw out all of them, right click puts in a stack, and shift right click will put in the whole stack. So that's pretty cool. If you hold down shift and then right click, it'll show you what your contents are. It doesn't, however, have a Walia tip that shows you where it is, so I'm actually finding it quite difficult to identify some of these ores, because like iron looks very similar. Like there's that's electric iron, but even if you right click shift, you still don't know what it is. There's no interaction here. You can pop your upgrades in there, but apart from that, that's a bit of a pain. But yeah, that's just something that hopefully will get fixed. Right, this here is draw controller. I built this because I thought, I looked at the wiki, and on the wiki it explains it as well, it implies that you can right click on it and get access to an inventory screen, not unlike a storage chest, showing all of your items in the one spot. But it doesn't work like that. What it actually works like is something like applied energistics, where you can have an inventory module attached to this via a conduit, and from that you can get access to all the stuff within 12 blocks, which is configurable in the config. At this particular point in time, it's configured to within 12 blocks, the storage controller. I'm assuming that all those need to be touching to be part of the network. If you find that you've got a huge setup with all your drawers, you can create what's called a controller slave, which sits within the network and extends that network. So instead of having just one pipe coming out of the drawer controller, which is this item here, you can extend the network by adding the controller slaves. And that's about it for this. We'll hopefully, when we get to a point where we've got enough materials to create an inventory controller, see if we can find one. So this inventory panel for Ender IO allows remote access to inventories via remote awareness upgrade in item on conduit. So if I build an item conduit, then add the awareness upgrade to the item conduit, and then add the inventory, I may get access to all this. I haven't tested it because I'm not going to cheat the stuff in. Having too much fun playing this legitimately. Right, that's the storage drawers mod. Let's go up and see what we've done in the meantime with Botania. So Botania, I have not done much. Essentially what I've done is where is my wand? Right, my wand's gone missing. Anywho, what I've done here is I had to, these day blooms die after 3 days and turn into wooden or dead sticks, dead bushes, and then when you break them they just give you sticks, which when I last played this, mind you it was over a year ago, that wasn't the case. They were infinite, but now they're basically a resource which you need to renew all the time. These fantastic endo flames are much better anyway. What these do, they take a combustible item and burn it for mana, so that actually works all day and all night, but you have to manually add the stuff. So what I've done is I've created automatic precision dropper from Actually Additions, which is just a case of normal dropper, palace crystal, which is your lapis, created with the atomic reconstructor, similar to or exactly the same way as the red crystals. Standard cobblestone, standard dropper, advanced coil, which is a basic coil. See, black quartz, red Restonia crystal, surrounded by gold ingots, which gives you your automatic precision dropper. Let's go and sleep. Okay, so what I've actually done as well is I've created this here, which is a timer from RF Tools. And this is as simple as firing a redstone signal on a predetermined or a configurable time. To create it, machine base, 3 nuggets, and any sort of stone, which is very easy. 3 redstone torches, 4 redstone, and a clock. Clock is standard Minecraft clock. And so when you place this down, you rotate it using a wrench to point in the direction you want it to fire. And as you can see at the moment, it's set to 200 ticks. 20 ticks is 1 second, as it says on the tooltip there. I had to play around with this a bit just to get the timing right. So every 2.5 seconds or so, it'll send a redstone signal to the automatic precision dropper, which is now set to pulse mode. By default, it sets to redstone mode deactivate, so when it's got a redstone signal, it stops. I'm not sure how fast it actually drops items. I never really set it up before I got to this point without the redstone timer. Okay, that just picked up a piece of wood. What I've been doing, these endo flames are very hungry, so what I've been doing is cooking oak wood into charcoal, because I just don't have enough coal, even though I've done a significant amount of mining between episodes. I'm going to go try and find my wand, I think. Pretty sure it should be somewhere down here. Hopefully. Well, I do not know. Where it has gone. Yeah, I mined out all this. And I brought one of these down here because I was actually burning through a lot of storage space very quickly. Oh, I know where I put that wand. It'll be in the chest, the Botania chest I created. Ta-da! That was a bit silly or sound. Just put some of this stuff away. And what's also cool about the storage controller is you don't need to find where you have already pre-put stuff. So you can see I've got andesite andorite here, all you do is right click on here and that'll automatically dump these into there. Let's take one of those out of there so you can see this is not what I want it to do. Obviously you can't shift right click with that. 83 and 88, what did I pick up? Andesite. That's andesite there, so 83, put that in there. Now I've got 85, so it intelligently finds where the inventory is and then dumps it into there, which is also pretty cool. I haven't got one for granite yet, so let's just put that there. Alright, let's go and put this charcoal in the dropper and see how it works. Now, the rule behind these endo flames is that they can only hold, or eat at any one particular time and hold in their internal buffer up to 4 times charcoal, or 4 times coal's worth of burning. So your burn time can only be 6400. So that means if you put a charcoal or a coal block, it'll actually waste a lot of it, because it'll only burn 6400 of the coal block, and then it's based on a timer. It'll just discard the rest and then move on to the next item. So that's why you don't use your charcoal blocks or your coal blocks. So I'll put this in here. You should see every two. What? Keep meaning to fill that hole up. So you hear it's just fired then. So every 200 ticks this will drop charcoal. Now this was a little bit tricky to set up too, guys. I first put all this down, and no matter what I could do, no matter what I did, these ender flames wouldn't actually eat anything. Or if they did, it was only one of them that was eating it. What I had to do was to link them. I didn't need to link this controller here, it just sort of automatically found. I just right click and then right click and it found it. But what I found is that if you shift right click, it'll highlight the item that, and then it goes into bind mode. Then you shift right click the item you want to do it. You want to set it, and you see the little multicolored tracer that fired then? That indicated that it's actually, that's what it's bound to. And also you can hover over it with the wand and you can see the tick box there at the end of the mana bar. If it's across, it means it hasn't found a mana spreader to connect to. And this is a basic mana spreader, so it's actually can't keep up. It does a reasonable job. Yeah, it keeps up with 4 endo flames. But I've had these endo flames raining for more than 3 days, and I don't know, maybe it's just the passive plants that die after 3 days and not the active ones. But in any event, we've actually got enough in here now to make mana steel. So it's got a tick now because there's enough mana in the pool. So now I've got a mana steel ingot. Yay! Let's go and get some more iron. Steel ingot. Right. That's tin. See what I mean, guys? It's just what? That can go back there. I swear that there was iron there before. What's this one? Yes, that's iron. I've got some iron in here. I just want to leave that iron there because I don't want it to move spots. I guess if when I got some more iron, I could just put it into the same spot even if that part was empty, but yeah. So what can we make with mana steel? Now, what I want to actually make is a ring. But to make a ring, you need to make a mana tablet. So let's, first and foremost, let's make a mana tablet. We've got a pause again, that's awesome. And I didn't even type in the right thing to start with. Okay, so mana tablet. Mana tablet needs a mana diamond, mana pearl. There's no, yeah, I'm struggling to figure out how I'm going to mass produce ender pearls at this stage, but that's another story. So we need some living rock. I've got a diamond or two left somewhere. Yeah, they're created the same way as you would do with the mana steel, or you just chuck it in the mana pool when there's enough mana in there and it'll convert it instantly. So let's go and do that. Mana diamond. So that could just a normal crafting table, I think, for the tablet. Yeah, normal crafting table, which I should actually probably make out here, so I don't need to keep running into here all the time. I think I might have one somewhere. That's excellent. We've got enough wood here to make one. No, that's not what I want. Yep, let's create that. Let's create that. Crafting station. Just get stuck in a loop. I thought Botania had its own. Oh, Botania does have its own crafting, but it's a ring or something. Botania crafting placeholder. Right. Don't know what that does. Interesting. Donut. Right. I haven't seen those before. Be interesting to have a look at. Crafty crate. That may be what I need to create. That might actually go hand in hand with these things here, so let's just forget about that for the moment. Put this down. That's interesting. That's attached to a wonder what's happening there. That's, yeah, maybe it's attached to this. It's found another inventory and attached to it. It certainly isn't that one. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that we could do that, but that's very cool. So let's create our mana tablet. Now mana tablets are pretty cool. You simply throw them into and then give them enough time, they should start to absorb mana out of a mana pool. Hopefully. Maybe not. I thought that that's how you would actually charge them. Let's look in the book. Tablet. Mana tablet. Tossing one of these on top of mana pool will allow for transport of mana between one another. Shift clicking on the mana pool with the Wander Forest will change which way. Okay. So I need to. Yeah, see? So I want to go back to the mana tablet. I guess that makes sense. You have to be able to transfer it both ways, and you can see that it's now draining the pool and filling the tablet. And the pool is now empty. The tablet is less than half full. Right. I'll show you this little farm I set up here to cut some wood. Essentially this is out of progressive automation. And I set this up because I need a lot of charcoal, obviously. And I started with a wood chopper, created that, then created the stone, then created the iron, but didn't have enough diamonds to create the diamond version, so I stuck with the iron. They don't need power, but they do generate, you can't feed them power, but they do use charcoal, coal, anything that's burnable to plant the saplings. You put your saplings you want to plant here. This is the output grid of the machine. As you can see, it's working away in the background and cutting down wood as they appear. So yeah, it refills saplings. If you run out of fuel here, it actually starts to fill from the output grid. I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming that you could put charcoal or coal in there, and as this runs out, it just starts to draws another stack in and uses it from there. So that's just your entry-level basic farming implement. The only other one in this mod pack, as far as I'm aware, is the forestry one, which is actually quite complicated to set up. I have done them before, but that's just an easy single block solution that I can just drop and then have it work. Okay, let's go and make some more charcoal for that dropper so I can keep generating mana. So your mana tablet is an easy way to transport mana, obviously. But what I'm interested in is a couple of cool rings that Botania has. I can't believe I just did that. Just accidentally clicked Botania. Mana diamond, mana pearl, mana steel ingot. Then you go up to terra steel, which is actually can't remember what terra steel is. I have to look at the manual. I believe it's electrum. Rings. So your rings are all here. So the ones you start with are the blue ones. They're the ones that are created with mana steel. These ones are created with terra steels. They're like an upgraded version, do the same thing but have a lot more capacity. These ones here, they use Elementium. Elementium is basically, you get that after you get the Elven portal set up, Elven Gateway Core. So some of these rings will actually use, like your ring of magnetization is pretty cool. That extends the range, your pickup range of dropped items Can be annoying sometimes, but it can be disabled. Rig of the mantle, not sure. But yeah, so Sojourner's Sash is another good one. I believe the Sojourner's Sash actually allows you to step up, so you don't need to jump up single steps. It allows a double step. That's what I want to get to. I want this because I'm sick of jumping up single items, and that way you don't need to put down stairs anymore. And it's just a shame that this JAI doesn't actually tell you what this stuff does, so you have to keep going back to the manual. So let's do that now. Have a look at what this stuff does. What have we got? Baubles and accessories. So your Band of Aura creates and stores mana converting items in the wizard's inventory. Okay, so creates needs of runes. Not sure. Okay, so I'm assuming that if you've got iron in your inventory, it'll actually upgrade it to mana steel. Band of Mana is just the same as a tablet, carries around mana, which is used to power items that require mana. Plane Strider, it works as alternative to Sojourner's Sash. Unlike the aforementioned one, the Plane Strider Sash will not give the wearer a speed boost. However, when they walk, the sash will get more and more charged, enabling the wearer to go much faster than any other sash. Case 1 would stop. This bonus is reset. I think they're supposed to say if one would stop. Right. Pyroclast. This is basically uses mana to protect you from heat. Swim like a fish. Okay, that's pretty cool. Accelerate to a decent speed while underwater. Gives the wearer a good sight underwater. And if mana is present at the cost of some of it, the ability to breathe indefinitely. That's pretty cool. Pufferfish. Right. I think that this is list all raw fish, so any fish can go in there. Switching tools. Okay, so that'll automatically switch between pickaxe, shovel, axe, depending on what you're looking at. Let's go and get this charcoal so I can keep generating mana. Okay, so when you toss an item, it doesn't negate the effect for 5 seconds, so it doesn't draw it straight back in. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. It picks up things from quite a distance actually, and you get used to it very easy. Ring of Mantle allows one to mine faster. Mana is present in the inventory will give a haste effect to the wearer. Some mana is used when the wearer swings their arm or equipped item, be it for attacking, mining, or just flailing. That's interesting. Snowflake Pendant. Resonates freezing energy while it's worn. Any nearby still water blocks at the foot level will be converted to ice. Okay, that, don't know why you'd need that. Sojourner Sash. Travelling terrain sometimes proves to be a hassle. The Sojourner Sash can be equipped in the belt slot. When worn, it can increase the movement speed, jump height, and resistance to fall damage of the wearer. So that's right. It actually allows you to walk a lot faster. I'm not sure if that actually affects how fast your stamina bar increases, but we'll soon find out because I want to create one of these. If not, sneaking also allows the wearer to walk over 1 block high gaps without jumping. So I need Rune and Earth, Rune of Air, Mana Steel Ingot, and Leather. Right, so I'm going to go and get those items, and then we'll be back to create the ring or the Sojourner Sash. Right, I've collected the 4 leather I need to make this sash. How do you spell it? I got the Mana Steel, I got the leather, I need a Rune of Earth, I need a Rune of Fire. So what we need to do is to create runic altars so we can get these items together and create these runes. And the runic altar needs to be attached to your mana pool. So if we go ahead and see if we can't create the runic altar, which needs I don't have any diamonds left, I don't have any pearls yet, so I need to actually get another diamond. Right, I'm going to go find some more diamonds, I guess. Okay guys, we're back. We have found some diamonds. Didn't take me too long to find them, only about 10 minutes. But let's get some of these diamonds worked out. Runic altar is relatively easy. Now we need to get rid of these. Put one of these there. Runic altar we have. So I'm going to put this. Doesn't have to be. We put this here. It's got some neat little particle effects, which is cool. So from there we need to runic altar. Okay. So this operates very similarly to the pedestal, in the sense that I think you throw stuff at it. We'll soon find out. Mana powder. How do we make that? That's relatively easy. Just go and get some redstone. Go and work out some of this coal, I guess. So we can make a block of coal. Redstone. Already had some redstone. Good on you, Troy. Let's just drop minerals in here. Enough for a block of coal. I'll just wait for that to finish. Otherwise it'll jam up the machine eventually. Okay. Stone, mana steel ingot, mana powder, and mushies. One of these, one of these, one of these, 1 block of coal. Need fuel. Perfect. Got about 2,000 stone. I don't actually have any on me. I think that's it. I need a mushroom. Mushroom. Now let's see. Do we throw these things on? Yes. See how it's spinning around there now? That's good. So right, see how the icons come up? If you throw it when the icon's not there, it doesn't stick to it. If you throw it while the icons are showing up, that just, there we go. I need a stone. I need one of those blocks of coal, which I put in here, you idiot, Troy. And it doesn't have any mana going to it, so I'm going to take this spreader because we're not using that, and then I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to get my wand, which of course I left downstairs, so I'll go and get that. Right, so mana spreader is full of mana, which is good. Shift right click, there we go. You can see the mana is building up over the rune. It looks like you have to get some living stone. Put that on there, then right click. Alright, so you have to put the living stone on there and then right click, which is good. And now we have 2 runes of the earths. But we also need a rune of the air, which is a string, feather, and some carpet. Oh, I trashed some carpet before because I didn't think I'd ever need it. That'd be right. Do have some. Do you have feathers? String? I do have wool somewhere. I remember there. But I think I need 3 wool to make carpet. Well, wool is used in a lot of recipes. Right. It's just 2 wool. So let's get our shears. No idea where they are. Nope. Let's just go and kill the sheep, and hopefully it drops some wool, because I can't be bothered making shears. And this episode's already going quite long. Right, so I've got the mana steel ingot. I need to create another powder, mana powder, or whatever it is. Right, so now we've got, and the sun's going down again. Beautiful. Feather. String. Carpet. And then we're creating. And then we're sleeping. I will enclose this area eventually. Excellent. It looks like the yeah, I was going to say this has got some sort of a internal buffer, but it doesn't. It's just because I'm holding the wand, it looks like it's transferring mana, but it's not. Okay, so we need to go back. So I should have everything now to make the Sojourner's Sash. So let's get our iron. Let's put some of this stuff back. Actually need one of those. That'll do for the moment. We need to create that just on a normal crafting table, so I can actually just chuck all that stuff in there anyway. There. That mana diamond can go there. There we go. From there we put it into our baubles belt slot. Inner arts. See how fast I'm running now? And I don't need to jump up steps because it's got step up. That is very cool. Now that I've equipped that, I don't know if it showed it before, but you see where my experience bar is, there's a blue strobing hue. That tells you how much mana is in my mana tablet or mana ring, depending on what you're holding. But guys, that is your basic item creation from Botania. Combination of runes and various miscellaneous items found throughout the world allows you to create some pretty cool gear. The next thing I want to create is going to be, I think I might create the Band of Mana. That needs, it just saves me carrying a tablet around in my inventory. It uses up a ring slot, so let's just quickly do that. I need some iron. In the meantime I can create some more charcoal. Iron should already be in here. Yes. In fact, I've got quite a bit of it, which is good. Let's drop this in here. Doesn't make you climb ladders any faster, unfortunately, the sash, but you know, can't win them all. Pop that in there, pop our tablet in there. Mana, Band of Mana, and it inherits how much mana you had in the tablet, which is good. That's one concern. I did have. And now that shows up down there in your bar, in your mana. Shows you how much mana you've got. Same as the tablet. And that's it. Okay guys, going to wrap it up there because the episode has gone quite long, I believe. But that's episode 5 complete, Botania part 2. When we come back, I think, and subject to change obviously, I might create some more of these items. I might have a look at armor. I've got some pretty good armor, I believe. Steel equipment. Yep, there you go. So this stuff can actually 10% less mana cost on mana tools and rods. Yeah. 9 attack damage. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay. So we'll have a look at creating some armor when we come back. Okay guys, that's it. Cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao.